Hey, it's Dan Ludwick, and today we're going to be talking about stop making excuses and start going after what you want. So I'm going to tell you a story. There was once a guy who had this huge dream, right? He wanted to be able to retire on an island with his family and have a bunch of his friends coming with him. And he wanted to do really big things. He wanted to teach classes from basically wherever he was. And, you know, he got to the age of 50, and his friends were asking him, so when are you going to start? When are you going to start this dream? And he says, I'm really pressed for work, and I don't really have the time right now to start creating the videos and to start making it happen. And later on, then he became 70 years old. He retired from his job, and his friends come up to him and they say, "Hey, listen, you have the time now. Why don't you start?" And he says, "Oh, I don't really have the money now. I'm retired. I'm not working anymore, so I don't have the money." And another 20 years down the line, 90 years old, and he's on his deathbed, and he realized he never went after what he wanted. He never went after his dreams. He never accomplished what he sought out for himself to accomplish. And he had regrets about that. He had regrets about not going after what it is that he wanted, and he realized that it was too late for him because he was soon passing away. He was in the hospital. So don't let your goals, don't let excuses stop you from reaching your goals and reaching your dreams, right? If you say that time is that you don't have enough time, right? You're working, or you're doing this or that, you don't have time. In reality, we all have the time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? It's all about how you're using that time. It's all about making priorities. Is what you want in life a priority for you? Are you making it a priority? Do you have other things that you're making a priority, or is it a fear or a pain that's stopping you? You have the time. Time is just an emotional thing. I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for that, and it's just you're just not making the time for it. But you have the time. We all can make the time to do the things, to take little steps here and there, whether it's 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, to start going after what you want and to make your dreams a reality. The next thing is money, right? Some people say, "Oh, I don't have enough money to start this business or to be able to retire," whatever it is that you want. People say, "I don't have enough money." And if that's the case, then find a way to either make more money, reduce the amount of expenses that you have, or be resourceful. Find people who can sponsor and who can donate to the cause or whatever it is that you're doing. You know people, and if you don't know people, then you know people who know people, and if they don't know someone, then you'll know someone who will know someone who knows someone, right? You can network, you can find the resource in order to get the money that you need. Really, at the end of the day, if you're not going after your dreams, then it's one of these four things. Either you're lying to yourself, and really it's not really what you want to do, right? These dreams or goals that you have is not actually what you want for yourself, right? You don't really want it. And if you're not wanting it bad enough, if you don't really want this dream or goal or lifestyle or whatever it is for you, that you're not going towards it, then maybe you don't actually want it, right? Maybe you just say you want it, but you haven't really looked inside enough to really see, is this actually what I want? The next thing is a fear or a pain, right? Maybe you do really want it, but you're making excuses and justifications. Maybe the fear is too much for you, and so it's stopping you. Not that it's actually too much for you, but that you're creating the fear that it's too much for you. or it's a pain, right? Let's say you want to start working out and go to the gym. So maybe it's painful, you know, and so because of that, you're saying, oh, I don't have the time, or, you know, I don't have the money for a gym membership, or whatever the excuse is, right? There's some pain, or there's some fear involved with why you're not going after what you do really want, and it's kind of paralyzing you from going after it. The next thing is you don't know how, right? And if that's the case, if you really don't know how, then you have to be resourceful. Find the resources, find the people, you know, search engines or YouTube, or, you know, whatever it is. Find the resources to be able to know how to do it, right? If it's, I don't know how to start losing weight, right? So find the resources for it. If I don't know how to, you know, manage my time, you know, go for resources. If you don't know how to do something, you can get the resources. If you know how to do something, then it's probably a fear or a pain that's holding you back, and you're making excuses or justifications, or maybe in reality you don't actually want it. But you can't make the excuse that I don't have the time or the money, because we all have the same amount of time, and you can make the time for it. And the money, again, is all about being resourceful. Either make more money, reduce your expenses, or find the people who can be able to fund what it is that you want to be able to do. I hope this helps, and share this video with your friends if you liked it, and subscribe for more videos.